Maximum security prisons, fortresses built not to keep people out, but to keep the most dangerous in. These are the edge of our justice systems, where freedom is methodically extinguished. Some names are legendary, infamous for both their inmates and their brutal conditions. Today we're counting down the 10 most feared prisons in the world, exploring what makes them so terrifying. It's a journey into the darkest corners of punishment and control. In Colorado's high desert stands ADX Florence, the Alcatraz of the Rockies. Built for the most dangerous, it's a supermax where inmates spend 23 hours a day in solitary, surrounded by concrete and silence. Notorious figures like the Unabomber and El Chapo are held here, isolated so completely their influence is erased. It's a place where security and psychological torment are nearly indistinguishable. In Venezuela, La Sabaneta is chaos incarnate, overcrowded, violent, and ruled by gangs. Designed for 700, it once held nearly 4,000, with the state ceding control to armed inmates. Disease, brutality, and lawlessness make survival a daily struggle. Here, a life sentence is often a death sentence. On Russia's border with Kazakhstan, Black Dolphin houses the nation's worst, serial killers, terrorists, all serving life. Inmates are blindfolded, bent double, and under constant surveillance. Escape is said to be possible only in death. The regime is absolute, designed to break the spirit and erase individuality. Rehabilitation isn't the goal, total control is. Bangkwang, the Bangkok Hilton, is infamous for its harshness. New inmates were once shackled in leg irons for months. Death row prisoners wore them until execution. Overcrowding, poor food, and relentless psychological pressure define daily life. For many, it's a world with no mercy and little hope of escape. Alcatraz, the Rock, was America's first supermax designed to be inescapable. It housed legends like Al Capone and enforced silence and monotony. Its most famous escape, Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers, remains a mystery, fueling its legend. Even closed, Alcatraz haunts the imagination. Tadmor in Syria's desert was a byword for state terror and torture. Political prisoners vanished here, subjected to routine brutality and mass executions. Its most infamous massacre saw 1,000 inmates killed in hours. Even destroyed, Tadmor's legacy is one of fear and cruelty. Fuchu Prison near Tokyo is feared for its relentless discipline and silence. Inmates march and work in total quiet with every action monitored. Minor infractions mean harsh punishment, often solitary confinement. The psychological toll of enforced conformity is profound. In Paris, La Sante's elegant facade hides a world of violence, overcrowding, and despair. Survival depends on strength or invisibility. Suicide rates are alarmingly high. Renovations haven't erased its reputation for hopelessness. Even in modern Europe, confinement can be a living nightmare. Guantanamo Bay is infamous for indefinite detention and enhanced interrogation. Detainees are held without trial, outside normal legal protections. Allegations of torture and psychological trauma have drawn global condemnation. It's a symbol of the conflict between security and human rights. Rikers Island, New York is notorious for violence, corruption, and systemic failure. Awaiting trial inmates face brutal conditions, sometimes worse than convicted prisoners. Stories of guard-run fight clubs and rampant abuse are common. Despite calls for closure, Rikers remains a symbol of a broken system. These prisons reveal the extremes of human confinement: control, punishment, and fear. They force us to ask, is prison for punishment or rehabilitation? Where is the line between security and cruelty? The debate over human rights in these places is ongoing and vital. How a society treats its prisoners is a measure of its civilization. In seeking justice, we must not lose